This is a firestorm.
Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Today, I wanted to talk about the new division system here in Call of Duty World War II and my opinions on it. The gameplay in the background is a team deathmatch on Ardennes Forest. I have a really rough start, as you'll see, but as the game goes on, I end up having a pretty awesome streak. So I hope you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy that gameplay. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is the infantry division, and the infantry division is, of course, the first division in the game, and it's the rifle using class, which at level 1 you get the rifle bayonet, at level 2 you get an additional primary attachment, on level 3 you get extra magazines, and the last but not least is move faster while aiming down sights, which is basically stalker. And then we go down to the airborne division, and this division is SMG suppressor, sprint for longer distances, climb over obstacles faster, and increase movement speed. This is one of the best ones in the game because of that SMG suppressor. I hope that as the game goes on, they'll put a suppressor on for every gun class, because I don't want to be restricted with only using suppressors with the airborne class, because, I mean, what if I want to use an assault rifle and I want to be silent and deadly? I just hope they do that. And then armor division is next, and they're the LMG class. They give you the LMG bipod, immune to shell shock and tactical equipment, which is super useful. Take less fire damage and take less explosive damage. So this is for all you objective players to go ham, because you take less fire damage, you're immune, you don't get stunned as easy, and you take less explosive damage, which is of course awesome. And then mountain division is the sniper division basically, and you get sniper sharpshooter, which is hold breath. Then you get invisible to enemy recon aircraft while moving, which is pretty good. Hidden to player controlled kill streaks, also awesome, and silent movements, super useful, awesome. And then the final class is the Expeditionary Force, which is the shotgun incendiary shells, select a piece of tactical and lethal equipment, throw equipment faster, farther, and while sprinting, resupply equipment from killed enemies. So that's of course the shotgun class, one of the most annoying ones in the game, but it's still fun to use nonetheless. All these are really fun to use. But once we go over to the basic trainings is where it gets a little bit, I'm not sure quite how I feel about these. It's a good idea, but I honestly don't like the fact that you only get to pick one. This makes it really difficult because as a player, let's say I want to use, for example, Ordnance, which is basically the hard line, which makes streaks faster, and I want to use Instincts, which was added today actually, which is warning when targeted off screen and detect enemy explosive equipment. What if I wanted to use that one day? If I wanted to use both of these and maybe forage, I think you should be able to pick either 2 or 3 in the full launch of the game, because I mean, just using one is not good enough, in my opinion. And then we go over to the guns. In the infantry class with all the rifles, the most commonly used one is the STG-44, because who wouldn't want to use it? It's like a laser beam, and you only get this is the only class where you can get 3 attachments. So if I wanted to go over to the airborne, and like a gun was not good with only 2 attachments, and I wanted to pick 3, I could only do that with the infantry class, and I would lose the ability to use a suppressor. So, I mean, I like the division system, but I just wish that, there was a little bit more variety to it. For example, they should, when the full game comes out, they should add a suppressor to every gun class. That I think would be good for the game as a whole. And also they should have a basic training where you can get an extra attachment or 2 extra attachments or something, just to make it easier for, you know, using multiple attachments, because I mean there could be camos in this game when it comes out, and sometimes you need to use more attachments, and you don't only want to use the infantry division for that, right? But overall, I think the division is a good idea for just this year. I like the pick 10 system. It makes the most sense to me as a player. I can just pick 10 things. I could just pick a gun and pick 6 attachments if I wanted, or I could pick 3 perks, or just. I like that method better, but it was a good idea, and you know, it's just, I think it's a great idea just for this game though. But yeah, so I think that's about it. I think the gameplay is just about to end. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video on the divisions. I think the divisions are a good idea. They're fun, but I do think that I think it's good for 1 year. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you tomorrow with another Call of Duty World War II video.